Respect is one of the most misunderstood pursuits in human life. Most people spend years chasing it, demanding it, negotiating for it, or trying to impress others into granting it. Yet the harder they chase it, the further it seems to move away. They become trapped in an exhausting cycle of seeking approval, defending themselves against criticism, and constantly adjusting their behavior according to the opinions of others. What they fail to understand is a truth the Stoics recognized. Thousands of years ago, genuine respect cannot be requested, purchased, or forced. It emerges naturally from character. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth, yet he repeatedly reminded himself that fame was fleeting and public opinion was unreliable. He understood that people who worship you today may criticize you tomorrow. The crowd is unstable. The market of opinions changes every hour. To build your identity upon such unstable ground is to guarantee inner weakness. The Stoics believed that true power begins the moment you stop asking the world for validation and start becoming the type of person whose actions speak louder than words. The first Stoic rule to command immediate respect is to master your emotions. Before attempting to influence anyone else, most people live as prisoners of their reactions. A small insult ruins their day. A disagreement steals their peace. A moment of frustration causes them to say things they later regret. Their emotions control them instead of serving them. Because of this, others instinctively recognize their weakness. Human beings are remarkably skilled at detecting instability. When someone loses control under pressure, people immediately understand that external events have power over them. The Stoics viewed emotional discipline as one of the highest forms of strength. They did not advocate suppressing emotions or pretending not to feel them. Rather, they taught the art of governing them. When anger appears, observe it. When fear arises, examine it. When disappointment enters the mind, investigate it before obeying it. Consider how a mountain remains unmoved during a storm. Winds may strike its surface. Rain may pour against it. Thunder may shake the sky above it. Yet the mountain remains where it stands. This image perfectly captures the Stoic ideal. Life will bring criticism, betrayal, uncertainty, and hardship. Respect belongs to those who remain grounded while others are being carried away by emotional turbulence. History repeatedly demonstrates this principle. Great leaders earn trust not because they never face challenges, but because they maintain composure during them. In moments of crisis, people instinctively look toward the individual who remains calm while everyone else panics. Calmness communicates competence. Emotional control communicates strength. Stability communicates leadership. The person who masters himself gains a power that no external circumstance can easily take away. He becomes difficult to provoke, difficult to manipulate, and difficult to intimidate. This alone commands enormous respect. The second Stoic rule is to speak less than necessary. Modern culture encourages constant expression. People feel compelled to share every opinion, every plan, every emotion, and every reaction. They believe visibility creates influence. The Stoics understood something different. They recognized that silence often carries more power than endless explanation. When you constantly explain yourself, you unconsciously place yourself in a defensive position. You begin seeking permission from others. You start justifying choices that require no justification. Meanwhile, those who possess genuine confidence rarely feel the need to announce their intentions. Epictetus advised people to be silent for the most part and to speak only when necessary. This advice was not about becoming socially withdrawn. It was about understanding the value of measured speech. Observe highly respected individuals. They do not rush to fill every silence. They do not react instantly to every criticism. They do not reveal every strategy before execution. They understand that words are resources. Every unnecessary word weakens impact. There is also another advantage to silence. Silence allows observation. While others are busy broadcasting their thoughts, you can study motivations, patterns, strengths, and weaknesses. Information flows toward the quiet observer. The person who listens carefully often gains more understanding in one conversation than the talkative person gains in 100. Silence creates mystery. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attention. And attention creates influence. Many people destroy opportunities by announcing their goals too early. They seek the emotional reward of recognition before accomplishing the work itself. They tell everyone about the business they plan to build, the physique they intend to develop, the wealth they hope to create, or the transformation they wish to achieve. Then the temporary satisfaction of discussing the goal replaces the discipline required to accomplish it. The Stoic path is different. Work quietly, improve quietly, build quietly. Then allow results to speak on your behalf. Few things command more respect than undeniable achievement, accompanied by humility. The third Stoic rule is to become indifferent to praise and criticism. This may be one of the hardest lessons for modern people to accept. Most individuals live at the mercy of other people's opinions. Praise excites them. Criticism devastates them. Their emotional state depends entirely on external approval. Marcus Aurelius warned himself repeatedly against this trap. He reminded himself that the opinions of others are often based on incomplete information, personal bias, emotional reactions, and temporary circumstances. Why surrender your peace to judgments that may not even be accurate? Imagine placing your self-worth into the hands of strangers. One compliment makes you feel valuable. One insult makes you feel worthless. This is not freedom. It is dependency. The Stoics argued that character must become your primary source of evaluation. Ask yourself a simple question. Did I act according to my principles? Did I behave with courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control? If the answer is yes, then external praise adds nothing. If the answer is no, then external praise changes nothing. This mindset creates extraordinary resilience. Criticism no longer becomes a threat. Instead, it becomes information. If the criticism is true, use it to improve. If it is false, ignore it. Either way, there is no reason to suffer. Many of history's greatest thinkers, leaders, and innovators faced intense criticism during their lifetimes. Had they allowed public opinion to dictate their actions, their contributions would never have existed. Respect often arrives long after criticism begins. When people realize that praise cannot manipulate you and criticism cannot control you, they begin to see something rare. They see independence. They see a person who acts from conviction rather than social pressure. Such individuals naturally command respect because they cannot be easily influenced by the crowd. The fourth Stoic rule is to embrace hardship voluntarily. Most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort. They seek convenience, entertainment, distraction, and immediate gratification. Yet comfort, when pursued excessively, produces weakness. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort because they understood a profound psychological truth. A person who deliberately trains himself to endure difficulty becomes fearless when difficulty arrives unexpectedly. Seneca occasionally slept on hard surfaces, wore simple clothing, and ate modest meals despite his wealth. He did this not because suffering was inherently noble, but because he wanted proof that he could survive without luxury. He wanted freedom from dependence that the modern world offers countless forms of comfort. Endless entertainment occupies attention. Instant gratification satisfies temporary desires. Convenience removes challenges. Yet every comfort carries a hidden cost when consumed excessively. The cost is reduced resilience. Respect follows competence. Competence follows discipline. Discipline develops through voluntary struggle. The athlete commands respect because he embraces painful training. The entrepreneur commands respect because she endures uncertainty and sacrifice. The craftsman commands respect because years of practice precede mastery. In every case, respect emerges from the willingness to endure what others avoid. When you willingly confront challenges, your relationship with adversity changes. Obstacles stop appearing as enemies. They become training partners. Every difficulty becomes an opportunity to strengthen patience, courage, discipline, and wisdom. The Stoics called this transformation of adversity into advantage a central part of human excellence. They understood that a smooth sea never creates a skilled sailor. Likewise, an easy life rarely produces a strong character. The fifth Stoic rule is to focus exclusively on what you can control. This principle lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. It is simple to understand, but extraordinarily difficult to practice consistently. Most human suffering originates from attempting to control the uncontrollable. People worry about the economy, the opinions of others, future outcomes, past mistakes, unexpected events, and countless variables beyond their influence. They invest enormous emotional energy into circumstances they cannot change. The Stoics drew a clear line. On one side are things within your control, your judgments, decisions, actions, values, and responses. On the other side are things beyond your control, external events, other people's behavior, reputation, outcomes, and chance. Wisdom begins with recognizing the difference. Imagine two individuals facing the same setback. One spends weeks complaining, blaming circumstances, and obsessing over unfairness. The other immediately asks, "What can I do now?" Though they face identical situations, their futures begin diverging the moment they choose different focuses. People respect those who direct energy toward solutions rather than complaints. Complaining signals helplessness. Responsibility signals strength. When you stop fighting reality and start working with it, an extraordinary amount of mental energy becomes available. Anxiety decreases. Clarity increases. Productivity improves. Decisions become simpler. The Stoics believe that peace emerges not from controlling the world, but from mastering your response to the world. Once this lesson becomes deeply internalized, your presence changes. Others notice that you remain productive while they remain distracted. You continue moving forward while they remain trapped in frustration. That quiet consistency commands respect more effectively than any attempt to demand it. Respect was never meant to be hunted directly. It is a byproduct. It emerges naturally from emotional mastery, disciplined speech, independence from public opinion, voluntary hardship, and unwavering focus on what is truly within your control. These qualities create a foundation that cannot easily be shaken by changing circumstances, temporary setbacks, or the approval of the crowd. And yet, the deepest Stoic principles are still ahead, because the final rules reveal why some people become impossible to ignore without ever seeking attention, and why true authority often belongs to those who seem least interested in possessing it. Asterisk. The sixth Stoic rule to command immediate respect is to make your actions impossible to ignore. One of the greatest illusions of modern life is the belief that words create reputation. People spend enormous amounts of time crafting explanations, defending themselves, announcing intentions, and attempting to persuade others of their value. Yet history repeatedly demonstrates that genuine authority rarely comes from self-promotion. It comes from consistent action. The Stoics understood that character is revealed through behavior, not declarations. Anyone can claim to possess discipline, courage, wisdom, or integrity. The true test arrives when circumstances become difficult. It is easy to appear strong during favorable conditions. It is easy to seem patient when nothing challenges you. It is easy to speak about virtue when no sacrifice is required. But life eventually places every individual in situations where words lose their power and actions become the only evidence that matters. Marcus Aurelius spent years leading an empire through war, political conflict, economic uncertainty, and personal tragedy. He did not earn respect because he spoke beautifully about resilience. He earned respect because he practiced resilience while carrying responsibilities that would have crushed many others. This principle remains unchanged today. The employee who quietly delivers exceptional work week after week gains more respect than the employee who constantly advertises his ambitions. The athlete who trains relentlessly gains more respect than the athlete who endlessly discusses future success. The entrepreneur who builds value gains more respect than the entrepreneur who constantly talks about becoming successful. Results possess a unique force because they eliminate argument. People may question your plans. They may doubt your intentions. They may criticize your methods. But undeniable results create a form of credibility that requires no defense. This is why the Stoics emphasized disciplined action over emotional discussion. They understood that energy spent proving yourself is often energy stolen from improving yourself. Consider how often people become trapped in unnecessary battles for validation. They argue online with strangers. They defend every criticism. They seek recognition for every effort. They desperately want others to acknowledge their progress. Yet the strongest individuals often choose a different path. They continue working. While others debate, they build. While others complain, they improve. While others seek attention, they pursue mastery. Over time, the difference becomes impossible to hide. Respect follows visible evidence of competence. Competence follows sustained effort. Sustained effort follows discipline. This is why Stoicism places such enormous emphasis on daily practice. Greatness is rarely the result of a single dramatic moment. More often, it is the cumulative effect of thousands of small decisions repeated consistently over time. A person who wakes up each day and honors commitments develops a reputation that cannot be manufactured. A person who continues progressing despite obstacles develops a presence that naturally attracts respect. A person whose actions consistently align with principles becomes trustworthy because people know what to expect. Trust is one of the foundations of respect. People respect those whose behavior remains stable, regardless of circumstances. Money. Individuals change according to convenience. They become honest when honesty is easy. They become disciplined when motivation is high. They become kind when conditions are favorable. The Stoics challenged themselves to become something far more powerful. They sought consistency. Consistency transforms character into identity. When courage becomes consistent, people call you brave. When discipline becomes consistent, people call you reliable. When integrity becomes consistent, people call you trustworthy. And when these qualities remain visible over years rather than days, respect becomes unavoidable. The seventh and final Stoic rule is to become comfortable standing alone. This rule may be the most difficult and the most important. Human beings naturally desire acceptance. We want to belong. We want approval. We want reassurance that our choices align with the expectations of others. This tendency is deeply rooted within us. Yet many of the most significant achievements in human history required individuals to walk paths that others did not understand. The Stoics recognized that dependence on social approval creates vulnerability. If your decisions depend upon being liked, your principles will eventually be compromised. If your identity depends upon acceptance, your courage will eventually weaken. True strength emerges when you become willing to do what is right even when it is unpopular. Epictetus taught that a person should concern himself primarily with living according to reason and virtue rather than seeking the approval of the crowd. This advice sounds simple. In practice, it requires extraordinary courage. Imagine pursuing a meaningful goal while those around you doubt it. Imagine maintaining discipline while others choose comfort. Imagine refusing to participate in gossip when everyone else joins, and imagine remaining silent when provocation invites reaction. Imagine continuing forward despite criticism, misunderstanding, or isolation. These moments reveal the difference between external confidence and internal conviction. External confidence depends on support. Internal conviction depends on principles. The Stoics sought the second. They understood that crowds are often wrong. Public opinion frequently shifts. Social approval can disappear overnight. Therefore, building your identity upon collective agreement is dangerous. Respectable individuals are not respected because they follow the crowd. They are respected because they remain faithful to their values. Even when the crowd moves in another direction, there is a remarkable psychological shift that occurs when you become comfortable standing alone. Fear begins to lose its influence. You stop making decisions merely to avoid criticism. You stop pretending to agree with things you know are wrong. You stop sacrificing long-term goals for short-term acceptance. You stop measuring your worth through the reactions of others. This independence creates an unmistakable presence. People sense it immediately. They recognize someone who cannot be easily pressured. They recognize someone who does not abandon principles for convenience. They recognize someone whose self-respect is stronger than the desire for approval. Ironically, the moment you stop chasing acceptance is often the moment respect begins to appear, not because people suddenly agree with everything you do, but because authenticity commands admiration. Many individuals spend years wearing masks designed to please others. They carefully adjust their personalities depending on the audience. They hide opinions. They suppress ambitions. They dilute convictions. The result is a fragmented identity. The Stoic path offers something different. It invites you to become the same person everywhere. The same principles in public and private. The same integrity during success and failure. The same discipline when watched and unnoticed. The same commitment whether praised or criticized. This kind of alignment creates immense inner strength, and inner strength radiates outward in ways that require no announcement. When all 7 Stoic rules come together, they create a person who possesses a rare form of authority, a person who controls emotions rather than being controlled by them, a person who speaks with intention rather than compulsion, a person who remains indifferent to praise and criticism, a person who voluntarily embraces discomfort and growth, a person who focuses exclusively on what can be controlled, a person whose actions consistently support words, a person who stands firmly upon principles regardless of public opinion. Such a person does not need to demand respect. They do not need to intimidate others. They do not need to dominate conversations. They do not need to constantly prove themselves. Their presence communicates what their words never need to say. This was the secret, understood by the Stoics. Respect is not something granted by society. It is something earned through mastery of self. Most people attempt to influence the world before learning to govern their own minds. The Stoics reversed the process. They understood that the individual who conquers himself has already achieved a victory greater than the conquest of external circumstances. Because external victories are temporary. Wealth can disappear. Status can fade. Reputation can change. Power can be lost. But character remains. Character accompanies you through every triumph and every setback. Character determines how you respond when life becomes difficult. Character determines whether adversity breaks you or strengthens you. Character determines whether success corrupts you or refines you. And character, above all else, is what commands lasting respect. So the next time you find yourself seeking recognition, pause and remember the Stoic lesson. Do not ask how you can make people respect you. Ask, instead, whether you are becoming a person worthy of respect. Focus on mastering your reactions. Guard your words carefully. Detach from praise and criticism. Welcome challenges as opportunities. Direct your energy toward what you can control. Allow actions to speak louder than promises. Stand firmly upon your principles. Even when standing alone. Do these things consistently, and something remarkable begins to happen. You stop needing respect, and that is precisely when you become someone others cannot help but respect.